Train derailing is no joke.
Let's get seated. So this show is slightly different because it's scripted. Oh, this is about to end.
Do you need your...
The views expressed on this program are the views of the individual broadcaster and by no means reflect the view of Wesleyan University. Oh, we still have promos going. Sorry.
Technical
Imagine living with the debilitating effects
Liz,
of
can you
multiple
read the
sclerosis.
disclaimer?
We're the
Yes.
National Multiple Sclerosis Society. Call 1-800-FIGHT-MS.
The views expressed on this program are the views of the individual broadcaster and by no means reflect the view of Wesleyan University or the WESU management. This program may contain material not suitable for children or sensitive listeners. If you are offended by profanity, please tune out now. If you have questions about the WESU indecency and obscenity policy, please contact our board of directors at 860-685-7703, or you can send an email to wesu@wesufm.org.
Hello, this is the late night format where we're happy. First of all, we're on WESU Middletown, which I already told you. Wow, it's a great night.
Well, just to clarify,
just to
in case they
clarify.
missed it.
And so on this show, we're happy all the time, and we aren't faking it at all to fool ourselves from all this hard life that we're living.
All the struggle.
All the struggle. All right, let's play that music I always play. Hello there, radio friends. Wow, this is a great intro I'm having today. But this here program is the late night format. And I'm your host, Slepack. And with me in the studio today, I've got my third two-timer, one of my favorite people whose name starts with the letter L, Liz Roche.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. Glad to be back.
Wow, that's loud.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's not your fault.
They just
This is
really want to hear my voice.
all
That's
on
the
me.
thing.
We haven't even got the intern on the dashboard yet, and I'm messing everything up. But we have an intern on the show. We have Evan here interning. How are you doing, Evan?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me on.
Are you really impressed by my radio abilities so far?
Yes, I am. A+.
See, the thing is, though, it can only go up from here.
That's true. And we have a wonderful show planned. Yeah. I had a banter line in here about how well I'm doing with not forgetting to turn off the mics at the right time. But
Out the window.
Yep, all right. But we've got a full house in the studio, and it's going to be a great show from this point on. And we've got lots to get through, so let's do it quick. Here is the spiel. If you would like, you can listen to this show on WESUFM.org and watch the video version of the show at youtube.com/theCurliQtube. That's the word the, then curly with an I at the end, and then the letter Q, and then the word tube. And the uploading is kind of irregular. I've been really terrible lately. Sorry, life is hard. So if you want to know when the next episode goes up, you can follow me on Twitter at CurliQtube. And you should, because I'm desperate for followers. The handle is just like the YouTube account, but without the. You can even tweet me with the hashtag #TheLateNightFormat, and I will send you cyber hugs. And lastly, WESU is holding a pledge drive. We're a non-for-profit station, so it's your support that keeps us on the airwaves. If you love commercial-free, unrestricted, and creative programming, we would really appreciate a donation. You can pledge online at WESUFM.org and even get a gift with it. And here's the best part. If you're a fan of this here program, put the late night format down as the person, program, or network that this gift supports, and then everyone will know that fans of this show are the best fans, and I can have a t-shirt, which I can't afford to buy because I'm in college. So let's get to the news. The video for Kanye West's new single Bound 2 has been making internet headlines recently, but not for its horrible green screen effects or its hilarious use of stock footage, and not even the bountiful motorcycle sex. Rather, it's Bound 3 grabbing people's attention, a parody of the video brought to you by the minds of Seth Rogen and James Franco, who reenacted the entire thing perfectly, playing Kim and Kanye respectively. If you haven't already seen the video, you're welcome for that image.
I mean, you showed it to me earlier today, and it's already etched in my mind forever.
Sorry about that. Entertainment Weekly held an online survey asking, who do you think looks better stretched out naked on a motorcycle?
I mean, those boobs.
Yeah, it's really no contest. Seth Rogen takes it for sure.
Yeah.
The second installment of the Hunger Games trilogy, Catching Fire, was released in theaters this past Friday. In other news, all theaters across the nation have burned down.
What a crazy random happenstance that
I
is.
know! How will I see Delivery Man now?
I've heard it was heartwarming.
That's what they say about movies that aren't very good. But in awesome news, to promote the much-anticipated Anchorman 2 and his new book, Let Me Off at the Top, My Classy Life and Other Musings, Ron Burgundy has been making guest appearances on various news programs, most recently as a host at the Canadian Olympic Curling Trials and on SportsCenter. In the coming weeks leading up to the movie's release, he's set to host a Christmas tree lighting in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and a benefit concert commemorating the mysterious disappearance of Will Ferrell.
We'd like to extend our condolences to all affected by his absence.
Yeah, he was really a hilarious dude and will surely be missed. Wow. The music
got
went
way
well.
too serious.
Guys, Ron Burgundy is Will Ferrell.
He's fine.
It's the same guy. And lastly, on the roster for today, we found out that platypi don't have stomachs.
This is an actual article we were reading. We don't understand it. Where does the food go?
I have no idea. It's terrifying. Platypi are weird. Also, why are they pluralized like that?
I don't know if they are.
Come on, English major.
No, don't do that to me.
Sorry, that was mean. We've got a wonderful show planned. The films will be performing later, with air quotes, of course. Don't get too excited. But don't touch that dial. We'll be right back after this.
Actually, Perfect Parent, brought to you by AdoptUsKids.org.
I don't know how to talk like a parent.
Don't make me come back.
Okay.
Witty banter.
Witty banter. Sorry for the hectic first impression.
No.
Okay. So you're gonna, when this ends, you're gonna fade us out, and then we're gonna do another segment. We're gonna do best movies of 2013. So if you have anything to contribute, feel free.
Okay.
Just like shimmy on over, and you can.
How does the fade out work?
Oh, have you not done any actual
No,
stuff? Okay.
I watched David do it.
All right. So, oh wow, is that going? Yeah, I'm doing a great job today. Okay. Oh my God.
You okay?
I may have done something bad right now. Okay. Fade that out, and then fade this in.
So,
That was totally my fault.
just press it.
Turn that to turn it off. Yeah, sorry. That was totally my fault. Yeah, okay. We're going back.
Welcome back to the late night format here on WESU Middletown 88.1 FM. I'm your special guest co-host Liz Roach here in the studio with the D Slepack. You've just tuned in just in time for our segment about movies.
Yes, as big movie fans here on the late night format, we thought we'd start an audible movie club where we'll share and discuss some movies so that you can go around pretending that you're cultured even though you're listening to this in your pajamas. Since this is our last show of 2013, we thought we'd do an end-of-year wrap-up of sorts. So, Liz, what's one of the best movies that you've seen this year?
I think you know what my first answer is going to be. Probably Monsters University.
That was a fun movie.
That was a good movie.
They did a very good job.
I think so. And they got me at the end.
They made a good website too.
Yeah, right?
Okay,
They
so
really
it's
marketed that
What
well.
did they do with the website?
It was like a real college website. Like it was monsters.edu, and you
That's
could
awesome.
it was very.
They're like
extensive.
students walking across the quad. It was great.
Wow. They know what they're doing.
Pixar's
All
got
these
it.
impressive, like, press things coming in, like, with Ron Burgundy, and, like, it's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
But that was, they did a really good job with the nostalgia factor of that movie.
Well, it was just perfectly timed because it's like we were in college, and it's like, oh my god, it's college.
Yeah.
I know what that is.
I'm there right now. So that was a great one.
Yeah.
What's another one that I saw that was good? I saw The Way, Way Back. I think it was over the summer. That was a pretty good movie. It
What was
was The Way, Way Back. It was with Steve Carell and Toni Collette. And it was directed by Jim Rash, who plays the dean on Community,
Oh, okay.
and his, like, writing buddy, Nat Faxton.
Okay.
It was pretty good. It was like a solid, like, heartbreaker warmer thing.
Is that the one with the stepson who like
Yeah.
is in that like it's kind of summer camp or something? Like it's a summer.
Yeah, they go away, like, for the summer, like, as a family, but she's with a boyfriend now, and who's Steve Carell, and Steve Carell's awful. It's, like,
Really?
the least I've liked Steve Carell ever, because
Aw.
I love Steve Carell.
He's It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not, okay.
What?
There's a really bad scene, but like I mean it's in the trailer, but like I don't want to like reenact it. That's not.
When he goes like out of 10, you're a 4.
Yeah,
That's-
you
that's
stole it from
funny.
me.
Sorry.
No, go for it. Yeah, it was sad. And then at the end, he's like, "Who does that?" You're like, okay, it's great. That was a
Yeah.
good one. How about you, Evan? Good 2013 movies?
I saw Nebraska recently, which was like playing at my local like state movie theater, and it's about like an old man in the Midwest who like gets one of those spam letters that says he won $1 million, but he actually like goes and like tries to get his money, and so he like travels to Nebraska, and like it's about like him going back to his hometown, and like his son thinks he's going insane, obviously, and
Aw.
it's a really sweet movie. So.
Oh, wow. That sounds
Nice.
good. In preparation for this, we went on Wikipedia and looked at 2013 movies because we couldn't remember what came out this year.
Because when she suggested that we do like best movies of 2013, my initial reaction was like, can we do movies in 2013 that I meant to see but never got
Yeah.
around to?
We
Because that
definitely
list
can.
is way longer.
Go for it.
Well, Frozen and The Book Thief are just 2 this
Yeah.
month.
This month is well, I mean, it's Oscar season, so they're like pushing
Yeah.
everything. And then they have to have something out for the kids, too.
I never saw The Great Gatsby. That was one I
That's
meant to
okay.
see.
I heard it. Yeah, I heard it got
Yeah, I
mixed
heard it was
reviews.
meh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still wanted to see.
It
Yeah.
was interesting. The music was interesting sometimes.
I'm not a fan of Baz Luhrmann, so I feel like I dodged a bullet. Because he did Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio and
I didn't see that.
that girl with the face.
She has a face?
She has a face. I forget her name.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah.
Girls with faces? Yeah, you see them everywhere nowadays. These modern times. What's another movie from 2013? I looked at a list, too. We should high five for the YouTubers.
we saw Now You See Me. Was
I
that-
enjoyed that movie extremely.
Yeah.
English.
That was a
Yeah, I
solid
thought it was a
movie.
fun movie.
Yeah.
Had like illusionist qualities, but like for more commercial audiences.
Did you see it?
I didn't see that
No.
one. No.
It was fun. It was definitely a fun movie.
We also saw, which I know you're not a fan of, Gravity.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I heard
I mean-
good things about it.
Yeah, I mean,
Nice.
it was definitely like I've talked about this on the show before.
Oh, have you? Damn,
yeah.
I thought I was bringing in a new topic.
Did you see it in
Nope.
3D? Because I heard
Yes.
that it's one of the first movies to do 3D really well. But
I guess just for like the vastness of space aspect of it, because I mean, visually it was like.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
astonishing.
movie.
But then maybe it's also because I'm in like a writing class right now, and we're like really honing in on like narrative and plot, and like
not much there.
it did not do it for me in terms of that. But yeah, space is cool.
Yeah, it is.
So there's
There's a lot of it.
so much of it.
Movies.
What's a movie that I wanted to see that I looking through the list, there were definitely so many, and now I'm just like on the spot and blanking completely.
I saw Blue Jasmine over the summer, which I thought was
I
pretty good.
really wanted
that
to
looked
see that.
good.
Was
Yeah.
that a 2013?
I think so. I saw it this summer.
Yeah?
so-
Yeah.
unless
Yeah,
I
I
was just
definitely
way
wanted to
late,
see
but I
that as
saw it in
well.
the movie theater, so I think.
Yeah, because there are movies I didn't get to see in the movie theater, but I managed to get in this year, like World's End.
Oh,
Saw
World's End.
World's End was
That's
a good
up
one,
there.
the Simon Pegg movie.
I
No?
missed that one.
Oh, it's a
It's
good one.
really great.
Have you seen Shaun of the Dead or what's the other one?
Hot Fuzz?
Yeah,
I think
either
I've
of
seen
which.
parts of Shaun of the Dead on like Comedy Central
Yeah.
and stuff.
Uh-huh.
solid movies.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen the other two. I really need to.
Oh, they're really good.
I really need to because, and I mean, Edgar Wright is like known for his like really distinctive editing, and I've only seen Scott Pilgrim from him, and then World's End. But like even that, like I got it right away. I was like, oh, Edgar Wright, you sir, you know what you're doing. Yeah, World's End, and This Is the End. I don't know if it's like best movies of
It was definitely
2013.
entertaining.
For sure.
There's a lot of, yeah.
Yeah.
Our good friends Seth Rogen and James Franco.
Oh yeah.
They weren't on a motorcycle though, which is really disappointing.
Did they make it at all?
I don't know.
Did they manage to keep their shirts on through the entire thing?
The world was ending, so.
Right, I mean, you gotta... Can you just say whip it out on the radio?
You did.
Well, no, you can. You can. Calm down. I look forward to your letters. What else happened in 2013? The government shut down.
Yes, it did. That it did.
I had an essay due at midnight when the government was shutting down, so I was debating being like, well, like, no government, no papers. But I did it.
We actually did our show during the government shutdown.
Really?
Like, it was us two again, and we came in our pajamas. Because, like, if they
No
don't have to
rules.
wear
We
clothes...
don't have to go to work. Why should we?
Yeah. Because this is work.
Yeah. Stressful.
In a way, yeah. Alright, I think I'm going to cut it here then.
All right.
Yeah.
That was a good discussion.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a lot of like, that was a movie I
A
saw.
lot of breathing
This
into
was
the
another
microphone.
movie I saw.
So, of the movies that we've mentioned, I guess, best Monsters University is up there.
I liked Gravity. I know you didn't.
As, like, best of 2013?
I saw Catching Fire recently,
How was that?
and I really liked it. Like, I thought it was a lot better than the first movie. 'Cause
I've heard that a lot.
I love those books, and I think the movie did a really great job.
Really?
Because it's 2.5 hours long.
I'm just surprised. Really?
Yeah, it's a long movie.
Wow.
But I don't know, I thought it was much better than the first movie.
And with the book, too, because I had heard that, like, comparatively, like, Catching Fire is much, much better. But I hadn't heard anyone be like, I read the book and thought they did a good job. Like, that's not something you hear a lot of the time.
Yeah. A lot of people are like, they left out this one tiny detail and everything is ruined. Maybe it's because I knew ahead of time which details they had left out, so I wasn't, like, in the theater indignant about it. I don't know, I thought it was a good movie. I've seen it twice, actually.
Already?
It was really good.
Did you go, like, day after day?
Yeah, but that was by accident.
How did you do that by accident?
I was over break. My friends... a lot of my friends had already seen it, so I didn't know if they wanted to go see it again. We were going to go to the movies, and then we showed up, and they were like, yeah, we'll see it again. And I was like, okay. So I went to see Catching Fire, and then when I came back here, someone was like, do you want to see Catching Fire? I was like, yeah, I do.
Nice. Alright, so now we're actually out of time. So
Cool.
that's good. We milked it all the way.
Yeah, Catching Fire.
Good for us. So we're going to take a quick 60-second break, and then we'll be right back with some table talk. We're going to have some table talks without a table, but that's cool. We can do without it. All right.
Like a counter-ish thing.
We'll see you soon.
Statistics are surprising. Some are unbelievable. And some are
Can you hand me that hat?
unacceptable.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to do a thing. We have like some discussion questions in here, and we're just going to pull them out of this hat.
And that's
You should
I
have
didn't know if your
folded
like
them.
head was
Yeah.
getting cold or something.
fixing it is responsible.
Place it over the head.
Yeah. Okay, so now here's what you're going to do.
President Obama. And I
We have about
not just parents, but friends and
35 seconds left. So this is the pot for whatever's playing on the PC. So that's the promos. Here's the input, which is the computer, which is just running. So what you're going to do is when that nears the end, you're going to fade that all the way down, and then put that up a little bit, not too much because it's pretty loud, and click this button to turn it on. Here's on, here's off.
Okay.
And then I'll take care of the mics.
Thank you.
All right, so we're about to do that.
Or even a wake-up call to a student at risk of dropping out. Go to boostup.org and provide the boost that's needed to make it to graduation.
All right, now fade out.
And the ad count.
And now click input. Ace. All right, now bring it down a bit because I'm going to talk now.
They'll leave it on.
Yeah. Hi. Welcome back to the late night format. I'm your host, D Slepack, and hanging out with the studio.
It's a... I like the studio better than you, so I just came to hang out with the studio.
Should I leave?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. No,
She's
I'm gonna
gone.
stay.
I'm so close.
Yeah. Sorry. You have to put up with me for not too much longer, like 40 minutes?
Yeah.
I think you can do it.
I'll try.
All right. But this is the late night format on WESU Middletown, 88.1 FM. I told you that already. But I'm hanging out with Liz Roche and Intern Evan, who did that wonderful fade in and out just now.
Yeah, good job with those fading.
Thanks.
They saw that thumbs up for sure. So here's what we're going to do today. Liz and I spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos, and not only cat videos. We do that too, but not just that. We're huge fans of this channel called SourceFed, and they make videos about all types of current events, important news, entertainment news, tech news, all the news.
All the pop culture stuff.
All the important stuff. But one of our favorite segments that they do is called Table Talk, and where they get user-submitted questions, and then they just sit and chat for 20 minutes. And they're like really cool and nerdy, so it's fun.
It's great.
So we're going to pretend to be them now. We have a really fuzzy hat with some user-submitted 2 tabletop questions, and we're going to answer them now. Intern Evan, do you want to pick the first prompt?
I'll do the honors. What is your favorite toy from when you were growing up?
Ooh. I'm really tempted to say my Game Boy Color, but I feel like I'm more into that now than I was as a kid.
When I had that, I had other games. The only game I played religiously was Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
I like the Pokemon games. They
Yeah.
would come out with different colors and got the new color.
Every time. My Game Boy was like purple and translucent.
Mine too. Yeah,
Really?
I had
Oh
the
my
same
God.
one. Yeah.
So that was a good time, but I don't know if that was my favorite toy. I was really into, like, Barbies.
I had a lot of them, and I don't remember playing with them a lot.
I played with them a lot, and, like, I had a younger sister also, so my sister and I would, kind of, like, make up, like, usually they had, like, superpowers or, like, witch abilities. I think we went through airbenders at one point. Like, it was always, and I would always play, like, the really nice, like, shy girl who no one likes, and she would always be, like, the mean, like,
Aw.
popular girl. It was actually, I think it was, like, not good to do that, because we never switched. We always were in the same roles. And anytime she would complain, I'd just be like, no, you're being annoying. We have to, I'm gonna not play if you don't let me do this. And I thought I was so right back then.
Yeah.
Now I
That
think about
usually
it, I was like,
happens.
oh, I suck.
I remember when I was really young, I would go to my grandparents' house, and they would have this little, like, electronic game? I don't even know if it was a game. It was a toy, where there were these ducks that would, like, climb up a hill. Like, it would have a little, like, escalator, and then it would go around and, like, slide down a waterfall.
Yeah.
And I don't remember I think you just watched that for, like, hours.
I had those too. I had one with penguins.
I think they got rid of it, too, which is really sad.
They were, what was the point of those?
I don't know. I remember loving it, so there must have been something else. But it might have been just watching. They were cute little ducks.
They were great.
Well, you had penguins.
Yeah. Ducks, penguins.
Same thing.
Neither can fly. Can ducks fly?
Yes.
They spend most of their time in water, so, like, I'm coming across as real intelligent tonight.
Yeah.
Onomatopoeia. Nietzsche.
Intelligence covered.
Yeah. Phew. Dodge that
That is
bullet.
all of academia.
Essentially. Other than the Game Boy, did you have any favorite toys?
We used to have this big red ball that we would call the Biggins, and it was probably like maybe like 3.5 feet high. And when I was young enough, I could like kind of jump onto it and like roll with the ball. And especially in the fall when there were like a lot of leaves, like that was like
Was it
We
like
used
one
to
of
play
those
with the big
exercise
ones.
balls, or is it
somewhat
like an actual
similar. It was
toy?
like made like for like kids to play with.
Okay.
But yeah, my brother and I would always just like roll around on that and like roll it around in the backyard.
Because that seems like a toy that would be like so much fun, but it could also lead to like terrible things.
Oh yeah, I had some traumatic experiences like going over the wrong side of the Biggins and like almost breaking my neck probably, but
Like,
you know.
do you guys remember Skip-Its or whatever they were?
Yeah.
The thing where
I was
like,
really into Skip-It.
it had a hoop that you would put around one ankle, and you would like spin it around and like jump over.
I know
this
what you're
thing.
talking about.
And
I
it
know
led
that
to
they're
it
called
led to like
Skip-Its.
so many people breaking their ankles.
That's hilarious. Should we try another question?
Go for it.
I'm gonna do it.
Your turn.
Can we? Let's get
Rustle
a
those
shot of the
papers.
rustling. All right.
It's like we have actual paper.
All right. What is the nicest thing a total stranger has done for you? Random act of kindness or them being a good Samaritan? Did you pay it forward?
I always find it nice when people say hi to me. I know that's pathetic. But especially, like, since I live in the city,
Like on
when
the
bus
street?
drivers are nice, it's the best ever.
Oh, actually, when was the last time I did a show? 2 weeks ago. I was waiting to meet my co-host on like an intersection, and I sat down like under a light post, and I bet I looked like super depressed or something. And some guy walked by, and my vision is terrible, and it was dark, so like I couldn't tell who it was, so I was just kind of like staring at him, and then he like walked by and said hi because I had been like staring him down, and I was like, oh hi, and then like I like looked back down, and he turns back to me, he goes, are you okay? And it made me feel like really kind of bad because like obviously I'm like projecting some sort of like sadness, I guess, but like also it was like super nice of him to check
Yeah.
up on me.
That was
It's
nice.
like little stuff like that
Yeah.
is, I think, the nicest thing. Other than that, people suck.
What about you?
One time someone paid my toll on the highway,
Aw.
like randomly.
That's nice.
And so then like another time, like I had messed up, like I didn't have Easy Pass and I went to the Easy Pass lane or something, and normally like people are a real pain about like letting you back in because you're kind of cutting. And like one guy just let me in really nicely, and so I paid his toll. So
Oh,
like
that's nice.
kind of
You
like
did
paying
pay
back
it
the
forward.
economic cycle.
Have either of you seen the movie Pay It Forward?
Is that a movie?
Yeah, with Haley Joel Osment.
I don't know it.
It's actually a pretty solid movie, but
Yeah.
it's so sad. I'm not gonna say what happens, but
They all die.
it's really sad. Not all of them.
Oh, okay.
Ba-ba.
I'll add that to the list of movies I mean to see.
Yeah, so many. Honestly, Netflix queues are the most daunting thing in the world.
I know.
You just have like this list of all these like classic movies, and you never watch them.
We'll get around to it.
Eventually. Want to pick a new topic?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
If there was a meeting between aliens and humans, who would you choose to represent the human race?
Whoa.
Yeah. Who's a good human?
My gut is to say Jennifer Lawrence, but I think I'm just associating her with like Hunger Games. She won that, right? So
She did.
she could
But
probably.
she wasn't good at the public speaking part.
No.
Well, Jennifer
Wait, in
Lawrence
real
is,
life,
though.
or?
I'm thinking of Katniss Everdeen. Never
Oh.
mind.
I mean, in real life, she's pretty hilarious. I would like to have her be like the image that aliens see, like this kind of like cool, casual, like food obsessed, like. It's pretty accurate.
I would say, like, I think Stephen Colbert would be hilarious.
He would mess with them so much.
So hard.
Another one, just in terms of like appearance, Nathan Fillion. Just because he looks so like accomplished and like,
Like, very sturdy
yeah,
character.
definitely.
Yeah.
Not as Captain Hammer Nathan Fillion, but Nathan Fillion as Nathan Fillion. Or Ron Burgundy.
Or maybe, like, Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Just cool dude.
What does it say about our society that we're only saying celebrity names?
I was thinking that, but then it's like, who else do, like, I can't say, oh, my mom.
You can say your
I
mom.
can
That's
say
an
my mom.
open-ended question.
Mom is gonna go meet the aliens when they come down.
How would that
She'll
go?
knit them a hat.
She would knit them a hat. Or like a stuffed animal of sorts.
Yeah.
What would
Or,
she
like,
knit?
mittens.
Like a stuffed alien for the aliens.
She'd be like, or like, she means something like, I didn't prepare any stuffed aliens, but here's a stuffed pig. She has those.
Just spare lying around.
Yeah, little crochet things. My mom likes to crochet and knit.
Nice. I think that's a good foot forward to put for.
Yeah,
The
we're
aliens.
crafty. The human race.
We can make plush toys. And that's about it.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good one.
All right, so Liz's mom.
Yeah.
That's the final answer.
Final answer. Too late to go back.
All right, let's draw another one. Evan, your turn.
What is the story of your first love?
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh man. The first when I trying to make a joke how it's my bed. Never mind. I really want to go to sleep.
Yeah, it's nearing like 2:30.
My Winnie the Pooh pillow pet
My first
will
love.
be with me always.
I used to have a lion pillow,
Oh.
and I had that for a while. Very comforting.
I would rotate between my different stuffed animals. I give them turns.
When I was younger, I had a life-size Saint Bernard doll
That's adorable.
on my bed with me always.
That's like really fitting. Also, I feel like.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like you and a Saint Bernard could just like
I really
snuggle
liked
up.
it.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh man, it was huge though. It took up like half the bed. And by the time, like, I had it for years. So by the time I got rid of it, I had been, like, cuddling with it so much that it was, like, all misshapen because all the, like, fluff
Yeah.
went into different parts.
Isn't it the saddest thing where you have this big stuffed animal as a kid and then, like, you dig it up from, like, the attic, like, a couple years later and it shrunk? And you're so convinced it was giant when you were big.
No, I had this little doll that I remember. It was, like, the first doll I had when I was a baby. And it was, like, a baby with a little, like, squeak box in the middle that when you press it, it made, like, a squeaky noise. And I found it, like, years later, but the squeaker was damaged, so it made the most demonic sound ever. And I was like, oh my god, I had this when I was a baby.
This explains so much. I totally like how we totally ignored the question and just talked about stuffed animals.
Yeah.
I say we leave it at
I think
that.
that's everybody's first love.
I
Yeah,
think so, yeah.
it's deep. Russell. What is something you did as a child, teenager, that now makes you cringe when you think about it? Well, I already talked about how I used to, like, manipulate my younger sister into being a turd in every game that we played together. So that now is like, oh my god, what if, like, I morphed her or something?
Can't think of... I don't know.
You were just an angel child.
I went through a period in middle school where I would wear my older brother's jeans, which I cringe at a little bit now because they were huge on me. But then I also remember that they were flannel lined, which was so comfortable.
Oh, that sounds comfy.
Yeah. So on one part it's like, oh, that must have looked horrible. It must have looked ridiculous. On the other hand, I was so comfortable.
That's all that matters at the
Yeah.
end of the day. Another thing I used to do that made me cringe is, remember when Jinx was a thing?
Mm.
And
Yeah.
like,
Oh, like when...
yeah, if you talk at the same time, then you have to say Jinx, and everyone would be like, you owe me a soda. And I was like, I thought that was super dumb. So I would go around and be like, Jinx, you owe me nothing. Which is like such a weird thing to do. And then, to make matters worse, when people would try to jinx me, and I mean, they did it with the soda, so like that was my excuse, but I'd be like, I don't believe in jinx. I was one of those who was like, I don't want to be quiet. I could just do whatever I want.
Subversive jinxer.
Yeah. What is
Making your own
worse?
rules.
What's worse, like doing the I owe you nothing, or I don't believe in jinx?
I don't believe in jinxes. That's the most pretentious stuff I've ever heard. I don't believe in that.
It's weird. You could say that argument could be made for other things as well that adults say. Evan gets it.
Oh, I'm confused.
Like religion.
Oh, I figured that's where we were going.
I'm proving my intellect more and more. Evan's
I
got
wasn't
it.
following.
Now you have to leave.
No.
Up, no, wait, don't actually go. No, Liz.
I'm actually right here, guys.
Broke
Played
the
it well.
illusion. Yeah. Oh, I just noticed that the camera is totally not on you at all. It's
Oh.
just me and Evan hanging out.
That's okay. Well, I kind of squeezed into the corner. I can, like, squeeze out. Nope.
Yeah, trying out new camera positioning. That's interesting. What about you? Did you do anything cringeworthy?
Oh, well, a lot of middle school I spent... Did you guys do, like, AIM? Like, AOL Instant
Yeah.
Messenger? I wasted a lot of time on AIM. So,
God.
like, I guess, like, just, like, talking about my, like, middle school sports and, like, whatever, like, other dumb things I was doing. Like, So I guess just like wasting time on AIM.
Yeah,
Maybe.
or like, have you ever looked back at that stuff? Or like your
Oh,
old
I
Facebook
can't.
Oh,
posts
I still
have
from
my-
middle school?
I still have my MySpace. I haven't been on it.
You had a MySpace?
Did you not?
No.
All right.
Am I the weird one here? Did you have a MySpace?
I missed the MySpace. But
Yeah, I
just
was
had
like
a
not
bunch of
into it.
Facebook.
I didn't do Facebook till 8th grade.
That's when I did MySpace.
What?
Wow, I was.
So
Yeah.
you were just behind the curve.
People still had MySpace in 2008.
They still had it. It was like beginning to,
It was just
like
beginning to
Friendster was
decline.
the one that you made fun
I
of
am
at
the
that point.
opposite of a hipster in that I find things when they are like way almost dead, and I'm like, guys, look at this cool thing.
That's basically what a hipster is too. They're on either
Yeah.
side of the spectrum.
No, I remember, and then I got Facebook like sophomore year of high school. Like,
Oh wow, so you were late on that trend.
Yeah.
You're late on all the trends. Sorry.
Oh well.
It's okay.
It's
I like you anyway.
Oh, thank you.
Bonus points. Brownie points. You can do
we
a
have
few
time?
more. Yeah, let's
Alright.
do a few more.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. What has been one of the bamfiest moments of your life?
Bamfiest. I feel like I'm not a Bamf a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I would, for anyone who doesn't know what that means, I would explain it to you, but I can't. It's
when you feel really cool.
basically,
With
it's just
like-
you're being cool.
Yeah. This is totally not what the question was going for, but in 7th grade, I won first place in a math Olympics.
That's a Banffy moment.
That was
Yeah.
a big moment. Yeah.
Go you.
right? And then my team from the school also won first place in the team contest. So we were just winning that day. And it was the reason it felt Banffy was my teacher had like told us a month before, like, oh, we picked you guys for this contest. If you want to do it, it's fine. You just like go in, you take this test, they announce winners, and we were like, yeah, whatever. And they never like prepared. We were expecting like preparation, like little math workshops. All they told us like the day before, they were like, yeah, you should bring a pencil. We were like, okay, we'll do that. So we show up, and there are all these like other teams like studying math books, like doing math problems, and we just sit down like, wish I'd eaten breakfast, guys. I'm really hungry. Just like chatting, and then first place. And we're like,
Nice.
wow, we feel cool. And my school has only won first place like 3 times, so
Way to go.
I was a cool little 12-year-old.
Yeah, you were. I was not cool when I was 12.
I was cool in math, so
That's something. I don't know. I haven't done that many things. Pensive music.
it was also. I have another story from when I was in 7th grade.
Do it, do it.
That was a big year.
It was a good year for me. I don't remember exactly what happened, but there was a kid who was really annoying me, and he annoyed me throughout like all of middle school, and he was bothering me for the entire day. And we were like walking somewhere as a class, and he just kept bugging me. So I just turned around and like said like, "Hey, F you," and like turned around and walked away. And he was like, "What?" Because no one ever this is a thing that started and has continued throughout my life. No one ever expects me to curse, and then when I do, I was like, "Did she just say that?" And then I say it like 5 more times. They're like, "Yeah, I think she said that."
Wait, I'm still not sure. Did you say that?
And I was a little scared that I'd get into trouble, so I told my parents a couple days later, and my dad was like, "Hey, good job." And I was like, "Thank you."
That is pretty. You have moments like those.
I'm very to myself, and then I just get fed up with everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you. You show them people.
Yeah.
Do you have any moments?
This summer I went cliff jumping into a reservoir.
Wow.
That's
And
really
that was
cool.
pretty cool. I always like going cliff jumping, but I'm also kind of scared of heights. So I have to watch somebody else do it, and then sometimes it depends on who I'm with. If I'm with my friends, I know I'll get made fun of, then I'll go right in. But if I'm with my family, then I'll really kind of scope it out for 5 minutes and walk around. But once you finally do it, That was really
Oh
fun.
man, that's much cooler than my stars.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. You could probably figure out the geography on your like math test of the cliff jumping or something.
I don't know, math kind of went downhill for me. That's why I'm an English major now.
7th grade, you could have
Me
done
too.
it.
I can still do 7th grade math. That's a thing.
Yeah, good.
So come on, at least one story.
I don't know. I mean, like I can do it of like one from school, but that it's not even 7th grade. It's like 5th grade. Like that was my peak. In 5th grade.
On the monkey bars.
I climbed all the way to the top.
Now I'm just getting sad.
Oh.
If
If it's any consolation, 7th grade was also the year I fell on my butt in front of the whole grade.
yeah.
So it balanced out.
What happened in 5th grade? Or there was. Okay, this isn't like even pre-5th grade, but I was really big into kickball. And not a lot of the girls were into kickball. It was mostly guys, and then like a couple of like stragglers who like didn't feel like playing box ball or like to like sit and chat on the monkey bars. I wasn't into that yet. And then like so I played kickball, and I would like just like stand wherever there was room for me. And one time I caught the ball of like the most like athletic kid in the class, and everyone was like so shocked. They're like, "What? That makes no sense." And I was like, "Look at me go!" And it's been all downhill from there. All right,
Good
let's squeeze
story.
in one more quick one.
Would you like to do the last?
Sure. If you could write a novel, what would it be about?
We discussed this.
Have we?
We said that. Oh well, that's not a novel; it's a memoir.
Oh, the titles of our memoirs? I can't remember what they are. They're very... Oh,
Like self-deprecation.
the Liz Roach story.
That wasn't it.
That wasn't it. That was
It was
along
funny
the lines.
though. We're telling you, it was real
Remember
funny.
that one time we made a joke and it was funny?
Yeah. Oh, that was such a good time.
I miss those days.
It's like a novel. I'd definitely go like the fantasy route. I think if I could, and do it well, that I would. Because I'm just like so envious of like, mostly like TV shows that can like come up with such like crazy ideas, and like if I was capable of like doing that, I would love to.
Yeah.
That was a serious answer.
What's a serious answer? Yeah. What would you write a novel about?
I don't know. I kind of like the like sci-fi stuff too.
Mhm.
I think like some of that stuff is cool. So
Yeah.
maybe some kind of like futuristic novel that like also is relevant to like the current time. Like it's like the path we're on or something. I don't know.
Like a 1984 type.
Yeah, like some of the
that'd be cool.
yeah, like
That's
the
always-
like Philip K. Dick novels. I don't know if you guys know those, but I'm a big fan
I've
of
heard
those.
that name.
Yeah.
What is-
Not familiar with them.
They made a few of his into movies. Like Blade Runner is based on one of his
Oh, really?
novels, and like he has all these like really provocative, like futuristic, like scenarios.
Yeah.
Cool.
I really like young adult novels. I'd go in that direction because when I was growing up, I was always like Robert Cormier, Lois Lowry, Gary Paulson was a big one. You ever read Hatchet?
Hatchet, yeah.
Hatchet was great.
I think I
It was a
have.
whole series too.
Oh, I only read.
You like go. The first one I think is like, oh, what if he hadn't been found, then and he had to live
Wait,
through
did I?
winter?
For whatever reason, I always mix up Hatchet and
Is
Johnny
it
Tremaine.
called Winter? Or
It might
no?
be.
Okay, maybe I read
Yeah.
that one too.
And there's another one where it's like he got bored with life and just went back to the forest and it's like, well, okay.
Sounds like Into the Wild. Or something.
Full circle. All right, so we're out of time now, but when we come back, the films will be performing, with air quotes, so stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Good transition there.
Thank you. I was all over the place. Good work.
Thanks.
That was good. All right, so now we'll let you in on what we're doing. We're about to rickroll the Central Connecticut area. So
Banged into the mic.
we're way more excited than we should be about
That's
this.
exciting.
Oh, okay. No, one more. So yeah.
Don't reveal the secret.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that. Imagine the mics we're on. I've done that so many times. Alright, you wanna fade out again?
Sure.
Alright, not yet.
And the input again.
Huh?
The input is going up again. Is that?
Not yet. Actually,
Okay.
we're gonna do that in a bit. But
So just fade the piece.
yeah, just fade that down. Not now. Now. Hey there.
Hello.
We're back.
I missed you.
You're so nice. So you're still listening to the late night format, maybe, or maybe you just tuned in. Hey, this is the late night format on WESU Middletown, 88.1 FM, with me, Adi Slepack, and my super special guest co-host, Liz Roche, and
Yep.
my super special intern, Evan. And we're having a good time here tonight. This evening, we have a selection of songs by the films. Liz, you want to tell us how you found this band?
Oh, that's actually a funny story I told you earlier. That I was trying to find, I was typing in Pandora film scores,
Mhm.
and I typed in film and hit enter by accident, and I stumbled across an amazing band.
Nice.
But it was also funny that all the other bands that came up on that Pandora playlist, I were like, oh, these are really awesome, I should look these up. And for almost all of them, I could only find, like, MySpace music pages. That
Nice.
was, like, the most...
That's when you know you're
hipstery
looking
stuff.
in the right place.
Yeah.
All right, so here are the films coming up right now. Here we go. Should I just keep going or should I stop it now? When should I stop
You gotta
it?
at least get the singing in. I'm sorry, I was supposed to talk there. And
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry.
That's totally cool. Or we should just talk over it. Let's talk over it.
Yeah.
Ha ha! You been rickrolled.
Ah, suckers.
You should have seen your face.
He was probably really excited because this song is an 80s treasure.
Indeed. Never gonna give you up. Okay, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Can we just tell them how excited we were for this?
If you watch the YouTube video at youtube.com/theCurliQtube, you can see how excited we were about this. This has been in the works for a while, I feel like.
A little bit.
We were just like, we
I was
need to
just like,
do this.
you know, it would be a great idea.
Yep.
Do you
We should
want to
just
play
listen
them?
to this, right?
You want to?
Kind of.
I mean,
all right, we'll play the films.
let's play actual
Let's
music.
play the films.
They can't handle all this.
Too much Rick Astley. All right, here's the films for real. That was so cool. I think we are currently the nerdiest people in the world for the next.
It has a great music video to that song too. Have you seen? Have you guys?
I think you meant this song. I was like, you know, the films. And then
Oh,
no, yeah.
There's this great web series. Hello.
Hey.
We just rickrolled Central Connecticut.
Good job.
We are way too easily amused. But there's this great web series, React, on YouTube, and it started with like kids react to things, and now they do like YouTubers react to things.
Yeah, they like show them viral videos and things like that.
Yeah.
And so, have you ever seen it?
No, but like I feel like I've seen like reaction videos and stuff.
Yeah, so so there's this one episode where they react to the Rickroll, and they start it with like a nice calm like ocean, and they're like also excited because they've never seen it, and then they Rickroll them and they get so pissed. It's so good.
It?
Huh?
Do they understand what's going on?
No.
They're just
The
like,
people in the web series or in Connecticut?
I thought you meant like the kids. Like,
Oh,
showing
no,
it.
it wasn't kids. They did it to like YouTubers. who were, like-
Okay.
It was so great.
And some of them get like really angry. So it's really fun to watch.
I feel like wholly satisfied.
I really hope it at least tricked like our friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know how to use this?
Yeah, David was kind of. You just like drag it over, right?
Yeah, it's real easy. When you want to delete stuff, you remove it,
Okay.
and then you just find some stuff. I honestly don't know how many promos versus PMA. Do you know how many promos PSA is? It's like 2 and 2, right?
Yeah, well, I usually just, I don't set very PSAs and promos, I guess.
Yeah, I don't really
just do,
either.
like 3 or 4 every
And now I keep talking about the pledge drive, so that actually counts, I think, as a PSA too. So I think like with everything, I'll be set.
Do you have to
How
play
much
like
time
a
do you
certain
want?
amount of?
Like a minute.
I think you're
Yeah,
supposed
sure.
Is this your last show?
I don't know, is it?
I'm not doing it next week. I think you can opt out of it.
We can do it. Oh, yeah, why not?
This is my last show.
Sad.
I think I'm coming back next semester though, so I'm not too bummed. Coming back with a vengeance. Maybe I'll finally get a hang of
Earlier
doing this
time.
right.
Turn off shuffle.
Coming back at
Okay.
an earlier time.
Didn't do that last time.
Huh?
At an earlier time.
I should be.
Maybe.
That'd be nice.
Nice.
I think if I decide to take a daytime slot, then definitely. Which, if I take a daytime slot, I'm still gonna call it the late night format. So that could be funny.
Yeah.
I was talking to Hannah about it. She's like, a whole nother level.
Oh.
Hannah's the program director.
Yeah.
You know Hannah Ryan? She's blonde.
Oh. Does she have a face?
Do you have any questions?